ground. Gotta move back here cause you move wrong. Everything a little cheap like a two-tone. I be wondering how I made the fan mosh pit. I be thinking about what type of car.
It'll be the Knicks off the tip. Here are the 5 for Philadelphia. We've got Maxey. He's out there with Jared McCain. George out there with Joel Embiid. Here's Bridges. That's in. Coming off an assist from Towns.
Bridges showing his versatility, running the pick and roll.
Brunson against Maxey. Embiid is screen on Brunson. And here's Maxey outside. Towns with a rebound. Anunoby on the wing. George defending. Pass to Hart. Towns taking his time here. Shot clock at 6. And about a minute gone in the first quarter. Excellent D there from Embiid. Here's McCain. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
He flashes to the rim and is met with no resistance.
Pass to Anunoby. Back to Brunson. Shoots over Maxey. Philadelphia grabs the miss. It's McCain on the wing. He's guarded by Bridges. George passes to Maxey. Over Brunson. And it's Maxey missing.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
Hart. Outside Anunoby. From outside the arc. Counted from distance.
Every chance he gets, Anunoby will take this. He's an accurate outside shooter.
Maxey passes to Embiid. Philadelphia moving it around. No good with the triple.
And the defense really respects his shooting ability, and they showed it with that tight coverage.
Outside Hart. Pass to Bridges. Here's Towns. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
I mean, I'll tell you, Towns is so dangerous on the offensive glass.
George against Anunoby. Maxey on the wing. And the layup is good off the glass.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. You'll gladly take those.
Towns for 3, and again, New York with the triple.
Taking his shot, and Towns doesn't think, he just acts.
So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
Timeout, 76ers.
76ers trail by 6. Here's Maxey. George scanning the floor. Fires from deep. Towns with a rebound. Towns has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Outside Anunoby. And here's Brunson from the arc. And again, New York with the triple.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up to the 76ers. George outside. He's covered by Hart. Up top, Embiid. No made baskets yet. 4 on the clock. Play clock. The Sixers need to put one up here. McCain shot is off. And here's New York now. They're on a 13-4 run. Anunoby passes to Bridges. Towns a screen on McCain. Towns outside for 3. It's rebounded by George. 76ers trail by 9. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Here's Embiid. Embiid drawing the double team. Pass to George. Launches a 3. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. Towns has got 7 rebounds in the game. Hart finds Brunson. Bridges against McCain. Bridges passes to Hart. Top of the key. Rebound by Philadelphia. McCain with it. And Bridges picks him up defensively. George, no good. New York leading by 9. Outside Hart. Outside Anunoby. Brunson against Maxey. Floats one up. Brunson misses.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
Beyond the arc. And Tyrese Maxey with a 3. Maxey's got 5.
From three-point land, few guys in this league are better than Maxey. You have to run him off that line.
Maxey against Brunson. Back to Bridges. Basket is good. Off the assist from Brunson. Bridges has gotten his 2nd bucket on the night.
The mid-range isn't a total no-go for Bridges. He can get that dialed in.
So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over.
Get ready to dance like everyone's watching. Let's see them dance through. Next drive, all four.
Checked in for Anunoby. Grimes, he's checked in for Philadelphia.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Maxey. 5 points in the game. Pass to Embiid. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Brunson taking his time here. And here's Clarkson. And there's a 3-second violation. 76ers trail by 8. Now Maxey. The three is up. Oh, nice shot by Grimes.
This team wants Maxey to have the ball in his hands. He is a great decision maker that gets better every year.
Clarkson with the ball. Towns outside. Fires the three. No luck on that one. It's McCain on the wing. Maxey with a screen on Hart. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You gotta focus on the details.
New York making a switch here. Robinson's checked in. Oubre, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Clarkson outside. New York working the ball around now. And again, the Knicks missing. 76ers trail by 5. Here's Grimes. Off target with the three. The Knicks have got 6 of 14 in so far. Left side Brunson. It's Hart on the wing. 6 to shoot. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for the Knicks.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
Another thing they're doing well early on is moving the ball, playing selfless basketball, and getting everybody involved on the offensive end.
And he can't get the first one. He hits the second from the line. Here's Maxey. 5 points in the game. Outside Oubre. There's the triple. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. Towns has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Oubre against Hart. Pass to Clarkson. Now Brunson. Nice. Gets his second bucket. He's 2 for 4 now.
And, you know, he might not be the biggest guard, but Brunson has a dense frame. He has no problem going through contact.
Now Oubre. To the middle. Here's Embiid. Oh, nice fake, but the layup's off the mark.
Gotta applaud the defensive effort. It's not easy to stop him getting in the lane like that.
Brunson against Maxey. Back to Hart. Marked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. For the Knicks, Mikal Bridges comes in for Hart, and Malcolm Brogdon is subbed in for Jalen Brunson. And the 76ers making a change here. 76ers trail by 8. Pass to Bona. Maxey against Brogdon. And it's Maxey missing. And so it's Brogdon who brings up the ball for New York. Back to Bridges. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Unloads. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Pass to Bona. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Down low. Clarkson. Basket is good on the assist from Brogdon.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
They came out and bum rushed them. Huge difference in activity level from both teams tonight.
Now here's McCain. And here's Maxey outside. It's hauled in by Robinson.
Yeah, just a little off his game this quarter. He's trying to work his way into a rhythm.
Here's Clarkson. Converts on the jumper, an easy 2. And now it's a 12-point New York lead.
And great recognition by Clarkson. He finds the soft spot, stops, and pops.
Back to McCain. And we've got 1:18 left in the first quarter of the game. Misses, and the dry spell continues.
Uncharacteristic, but that's a bucket he'll convert 90% of the time.
Pass to Bridges. To the inside. Here's Towns. Count it. Make that 3 of 7 so far for him.
They have no answer defensively inside.
76ers trail by 14. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Clarkson against McCain. Pass to Maxey. 6 on the shot clock. Over Brogdon. And another miss by Philadelphia.
Well, his shooting is unfortunately not helping things. And his lackluster accuracy is probably the thing that's keeping them behind.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Bona. Here's Maxey, guarded by Brogdon. Here's Bona, banked it in off the glass.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
Now here's Clarkson. Over McCain, and that's not gonna go. Misses at the buzzer. It's been all about Karl Anthony Towns for the Knicks. On the glass, he was an absolute tyrant, just owning the boards. Back to the game after this break. And our coverage of Game 7 continues. Intense atmosphere right now. All right, guys, we've seen a confident-looking Knicks team out there.
Well, clearly they played well in the first period because of their selfless attitude.
They are playing for one another and focusing on making winning plays. You love to see it.
So, on the floor for Philadelphia to kick off the second quarter. Edgecombe out there with Jared McCain. Then there's Kelly Oubre. Then there's Quentin Grimes. And it's Bradley in at the center position, locking down the middle. Now here's Clarkson. New York needs to get off a shot here. And a big finish by Robinson.
I just love the strong finish there inside.
Man, he's got that dunker's mindset, doesn't he? Always ready to pounce. McCain with it, guarded by Brogdon. Bradley, high post. Robinson with a block. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Robinson. Edwards, he's checked in for Bradley. That's tipped. Here's Oubre. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Robinson's got 6 rebounds in the game.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well. Strong pass there to set up the basket.
76ers trail by 18. Outside McCain. Edwards finds McCain. Outside Grimes. Just 5 on the clock. Back to McCain. From outside, off the mark.
They're losing because he is struggling so bad, and he has not looked comfortable all game.
Pass to Robinson. Out to Bridges, and it's going to be a 3-second call. Anunoby, he's checked in for New York. The 76ers also with a sub. George is checked in. 76ers trail by 18. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. A quick shot there. It's off target. And here's Clarkson. He has 6. Screened by Robinson. Deflects the pass. In transition, here they come. Here's McCain. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. McCain's got 5 points.
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
Here's Robinson, and the layup is good. And the Knicks lead by 17.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense.
So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players.
Here they are, your Knicks success squad.
Here in quarter two, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Brogdon against McCain. George outside from behind the arc. Another three for Philadelphia.
This is a guy who knows his shot inside and out. George gets the ball and knows what to do with it.
Inside, here's Robinson, and a big finish by Robinson.
They've been the more poised team tonight, and the score reflects that.
And it's because they're not playing in a rush. They're just letting their shots come naturally within the flow of the offense.
George's shot is good.
Such a pure scorer. If George finds his shot, it's almost as good as in.
Pass to Bridges. New York working the ball around now. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's going to be on Quentin Grimes.
I consider Mikal Bridges a high motor player. He's always ready to turn up his energy if he thinks it will help him get the better of him.
2 shots.
That's good from Bridges.
Since being given more responsibility, Bridges has really blossomed and wants to continue getting better.
Towns, he's checked in for Clarkson. The 76ers also with a sub. Maxi's checked in. Both shots good from the stripe. And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. George, right side. Robinson with the block.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Pass to Bridges. Now Robinson. Out of bounds. Knicks ball as New York keeps possession. And we have to take another look at that block.
Yeah, this is the elevated energy level you expect in the postseason. Chasing down blocks and making an impact.
Here's Brogdon. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Bridges outside. 5 to shoot. Towns a screen on McCain. For 3, Bridges drains it. Now he's 3 for 5.
When he's on, the three-pointer can be a real weapon for Bridges.
Here's George. It's rebounded by New York. Towns has got 9 rebounds now. Pass to Bridges. Anunoby, a screen on McCain. For three, Bridges. It's hauled in by Oubre. 76ers trail by 19. Maxey passes to Grimes. Back to Maxey. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Getting up and finishing. Maxey leaving no doubt.
And so it's Brogdon who brings up the ball for New York. Towns against Oubre. Pass to Bridges. Back to Towns. Now Brogdon. Robinson, a screen on McCain. Brogdon from outside. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Such a creative ball handler. Brogdon is terrific at measuring the defense in screen order.
And George with the jam.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can threat him with the lead pass. Well done.
McCain against Bridges. Up and in on the layup. Bridges has got 11.
Look, they are in front right now because of him. He keeps draining these shots at a ridiculous clip.
George, no good. New York leading by 20. Pass to Towns. Towns double team. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Oubre. And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys.
Get up, men. Get ready for one man. It's your Knicks Breaker and Crew.
For New York, Clarkson's checked in for Mikal Bridges, and it's Jalen Brunson in for Brogdon. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Embiid, he's checked in for McCain. And New York has possession. They lead by 20. That's the most we've seen. Outside Oubre. Here's Maxey. George outside. Screen by Embiid. George, and that's good. George has got 10 points.
And he has been on fire this quarter in terms of his scoring. Hopefully that fire spreads to his other guys and they can rally.
Brunson against Maxey. Towns a screen on Maxey. Clock at 6. Here's Brunson. New York, again, can't hit.
And unlike some other guys, missing a wide open look won't hurt his confidence at all.
Pass to Maxey. Robinson against Embiid. Robinson with the block. Clarkson passes to Towns. Outside Brunson. Out of bounds. It'll be Sixers ball. New York making a switch here. McBride's checked in. Philadelphia also making some changes. Edwards, he's checked in for Oubre. And it's Edgecombe in for Grimes. 76ers trail by 17. Embiid, a screen on Brunson. Here's Maxey. Oh, Robinson with a block. And so it looks like it'll be Philadelphia ball. Just a superb read on defense to come up with the block.
Oh, you could feel the playoff intensity in that block. He's playing some extra aggressive defense out there.
Maxey against Brunson. The kick out to Edwards. Clock at 4. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
And Brunson's got the ball here for New York. They led the game at 1 point by 20. From 13 feet, down it goes. Brunson's got 7.
And you just can't let Brunson get to his spots. I mean, he's an excellent mid-range shooter.
Here's Embiid. Still without a bucket. He blocks it again.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Protecting the rim well. Love the hustle. Fires at the elbow. That's good from Towns. On the assist from Brunson. 11 points in the game.
And Towns can make this shot in his sleep. It's something the defense must guard closely.
George passes to Embiid. And he's off from 17. New York leading by 19. Pass to Brunson. To the inside. Embiid with a steal. Edwards with it. And it's Anunoby picking him up. Embiid. And the shot goes down.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Brunson passes to Anunoby. Towns outside. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. It's going to go on Paul George.
Almost 7 feet tall. Towns has the length to get to the line. A tough guy to guard.
It's his first trip to the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him.
And at nearly 7 feet tall, you don't expect Towns to do some of the things he does, like drain threes and make savvy passes. But he's a modern big man.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Josh Hart's checked in for Robinson. And it's Bridges in for McBride. So he gets them both.
Yeah, they're playing a much more physical game here in the second quarter.
Outside McCain. Philadelphia moving it around. Pass to Embiid. Over Towns. Again, Philadelphia.
In the mid-range, Embiid is pretty confident. He goes right up and drains that jump shot with ease.
McCain against Bridges. Over McCain. Rebound by Philadelphia. Embiid's got 4 rebounds in the game. Maxey against Brunson. 1:35 left in the second. 5 on the clock. Back to Maxey. And it's New York with a rebound. Hart with it. Guarded now by Maxey. Here's Towns. And that bucket makes him 6 for 10 in the contest.
And it's always great to see Towns in the zone, bringing a ton of energy to his offensive game.
Maxey finds Embiid. And 1:01 left to play in the second quarter. Back to Maxey. Pass to Embiid. Over Towns. Oh, it's blocked by Towns.
The wingspan of Towns in action, allowing him to get on the ball.
No good there. 6 for 11 now from the floor. 76ers trail by 19. Here's McCain. And it's off from 3 points.
He call that like Lou, ayy. You goofies ain't getting no. I'm rocking out Gucci like, ayy. Quit thinking I'm